The Overwatch League has officially announced the groups and the scheduling and the map pool for the Pro-Am tournament, and I think they've done a pretty good job with the groups. They said they largely based it off of standings, but I think it's pretty clear there's been like God's hand coming down and moving some teams around within the groups, because you have the 4 teams I would say are undeniably superstar teams with Shock, Atlanta, Boston, and Houston just in all different groups, which is big. It'd be very upsetting if any of them were in the same group. And then you have kind of the teams that are pretty good, like, you know, that you would anticipate to be good. Gladiators, Toronto in different tiers, which I think is good. Vancouver, Florida, I think are quite good. To me, the weakest group, if you were to like average all the teams, it would probably be Group B, I would expect, because you have Valiant and Vegas there. And London, I don't know how good London are going to be, because their scrims were like, nah, but also their scrims, and I don't really care. So it just depends on, well, will they play the rush stuff? How good will they be on the ball stuff? Because Hottie's ball is okay, but it's nowhere near as good as his Rhine, right? To me, at least. So if I was to guess, I would say Group B is maybe the weakest. I would have, if I was making these groups, the only thing I'd change is probably putting Vancouver or Florida in Group B and replace them with one of Valiant or Vegas. But I understand not doing that. It looks okay. So I'm pretty excited for this. If I want to immediately, I'm going to, right now, no prep, who I think is coming out of each group. For A, it's going to be Shock, and I'm going to go with Vancouver because I like Vancouver a lot. So I'm going to go with Shock, Vancouver. For Group B, I'm going to go with Atlanta, and half of me wants to say Saints, and the other half of me wants me to say London. I think it'd be cool if Saints made it, so I'm going to go with Saints. I don't know if it's real, but I'm going to say it anyway. Group C, I'm going to go with Boston, and I kind of want to go Washington. I'm going to go with Boston, Washington, and say fuck the Gladiators. Whatever, fuck it. And then Group D, it's just going to be Houston, Toronto, I think. For the scheduling, you have Group A and Group B playing in the first week. They start on Thursday, March 23rd, 4 p.m., Florida vs. Shock. This is the first official match of Overwatch League Season 6. This isn't regular season, but it's a tournament for money, so you know these teams want to win money, and it looks good. There's no reason for them not to try. Maybe they're not going to be super grinding like it was, you know, the playoffs or even the regular season, but they're still going to be putting their best foot forward, I guess. Just maybe a little bit more chill than normal. This Thursday to Sunday is Group A and B. All these teams will be done then. The first team we see that's a contenders team play is Trick Room versus Shock, which should be interesting. Interesting as in a pretty tough one to start with, I'll be honest. I don't know if there's any team that would be better to play first, or worse to play first, rather, than Shock, but it is what it is. Good luck, Trick Room. And then you have the next week is Group C and D playing. This is where you get, I'll go back to them real quick. This is where you get C and D playing. For the final week, you just get a single elimination bracket, which was also highlighted here. They make sure to put the groups on opposite sides, and there's no double elim bullshit, just going at it. I'm assuming that all the matches will be first to 3, maybe grand finals will be first to 4. I would hope. We can kind of already think about where each team would be on the other side of the bracket. So for example, if Shock's Group A won, then that would put Atlanta on the other side and Houston on the other side. So you could see like a Shock Boston in the semis or something like that. It's just, I don't know if anyone cares, but that's just kind of what helps me understand what's going on there. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready for this. This is gonna be hype. We finally have some Overwatch. Oh, here's the map pool, by the way. So nothing too crazy. I guess we see Shambali played for the first time. That's the only thing that's really relevant here. Pretty good Sigma maps, I'd say, on Escort. Looks pretty good, but that's it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Do you think they've done a good job with the groups? I saw some people saying that the groups are kind of bad or that there's some weak groups. I think it's pretty good, but I don't know. We'll see. If there is a contenders team that makes it out, is it going to be Saints, or who do you think it's going to be? Because Saints looks like the obvious choice here, but you never know. Maybe Trick Room pulls up and Vancouver, Florida gets stomped. Maybe they pull up and beat proper. I don't know. Anyway, deuces.